The measure of a man is what he does with power. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Knowledge which is acquired under compulsion obtains no hold on the mind. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. Ideas are the source of all things. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light, thinking the talking of the soul with itself. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. The object of education is to teach us to love what is beautiful. Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. Justice in the life and conduct of the state is possible only as it first resides in each citizen. A good decision is based on knowledge and not on numbers. Philosophy begins in wonder. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when adults are afraid of the light. The beginning is the most important part of the work. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Love is born into every human being. It calls back the halves of our original nature together. It tries to make one out of two and heal the wound of human nature. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. Democracy is a charming form of government, full of variety and disorder, and dispensing a sort of equality to equals and unequals alike. The measure of a man is what he does with power. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future life. Beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. Courage is knowing what not to fear. The punishment suffered by the wise who refuse to take part in the government is to live under the government of bad men. There is truth in wine and children. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. We are twice armed if we fight with faith. The soul takes nothing with her to the next world but her education and her culture. The measure of a man is what he does with power. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.